Hey everyone, welcome to the 7 Podcast. I'm Jack.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're talking about the one skill that changes everything in life.
What skill?
Discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it.
Oh, this is the ultimate life skill.
The ultimate skill, because motivation comes and goes, but discipline is forever.
Motivation is temporary?
Completely temporary. Motivation means the desire to do something. Some days you feel it, some days you don't.
But discipline works every day?
Every single day, rain or shine, happy or sad, motivated or not.
Before we start, I have a confession.
What?
For most of my life, I was completely undisciplined. I only did things when I felt motivated.
What happened when motivation disappeared?
I did nothing. I'd wait for motivation to return. Sometimes it took weeks.
So you were stuck.
Completely stuck. I'd wait and wait, thinking, I'll start when I feel ready.
Did you ever feel ready?
Rarely. I realized waiting for motivation is waiting forever.
That's when you discovered discipline.
Exactly. I learned that disciplined people don't wait to feel like it. They just do it.
They just do it, like Nike.
Yes, that slogan is about discipline.
What about you? Are you disciplined?
Now I am, but I used to be a motivation junkie.
Motivation junkie means addicted to motivation.
Yes, I'd watch motivational videos, read inspiring quotes, pump myself up.
Did it work?
For about an hour. Then the motivation faded and I was back to zero.
So motivation is like a drug.
Exactly, a temporary high. High means elevated mood. Then you crash.
When did you change?
When I realized successful people don't rely on motivation, they have systems and discipline.
Before we share more wisdom, let's tell our listeners what this episode covers.
We're teaching you how to build genuine discipline,
Not motivation tricks, but real, lasting discipline.
practical strategies, mindset shifts, and actionable steps.
Plus, you'll learn English vocabulary about self-control, habits, and personal growth.
Now, before we start, we want to hear from you.
In the comments, tell us, do you struggle with discipline?
What do you keep putting off because you're not motivated?
Share your challenges.
And if you want to learn English through life-changing topics, please subscribe to the 7 Podcast.
Like this video, share it with people who need discipline.
We're teaching you English and life mastery.
Real topics, real vocabulary, real transformation.
So, subscribe, like, and comment. Let's build a community of disciplined achievers.
All right, Jack, ready to teach discipline?
Ready. Let's make everyone unstoppable.
Let's start with the brutal truth about motivation.
Brutal truth means harsh but honest reality.
Right, here it is. Motivation is completely unreliable.
It comes and goes?
Like the weather, some days sunny, some days rainy.
You can't predict it?
You can't control it. Monday you're pumped, Tuesday you're exhausted.
Why is motivation so unreliable?
Because it's based on feelings, and feelings are unstable.
Unstable means not steady, changeable.
Exactly. Your mood changes, motivation disappears.
What affects motivation?
Sleep, stress, health, weather, news, relationships, everything.
One bad night's sleep kills motivation?
Completely. You wake up tired, motivation is gone.
So relying on motivation is a mistake.
A huge mistake. It's like building a house on sand. Building on sand means creating an unstable foundation.
What should we rely on instead?
Discipline, structure, systems, habits.
These don't depend on feelings?
Not at all. They work regardless of how you feel.
Can you give an example?
Brushing your teeth. You don't wait to feel motivated, you just do it.
It's automatic.
Exactly. That's discipline. We need to make important tasks just as automatic.
So discipline is about removing feelings from the equation.
Removing from the equation means not considering something. Yes, do it whether you feel like it or not.
Let's define discipline. What is it really?
Discipline is doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not.
That's simple but powerful.
Very powerful. Discipline is action despite feelings.
Is discipline the same as willpower?
No, willpower means self-control in the moment. Discipline is a system.
What's the difference?
Willpower, resisting cake in front of you. Discipline, not buying cake in the first place.
Discipline removes temptation.
Exactly. Willpower fights temptation. Discipline avoids it.
Willpower gets exhausted?
Very quickly. It's a limited resource. Discipline is unlimited.
How?
Because discipline uses systems, not effort. Once established, it runs automatically.
Like brushing teeth.
Perfect example. You don't use willpower to brush teeth. It's just a habit.
So discipline is about creating habits.
Partly, discipline creates the habits, then habits maintain themselves.
What else is discipline?
Discipline is delayed gratification. Delayed gratification means choosing long-term rewards over immediate pleasure.
Examples?
Studying instead of watching TV, saving money instead of shopping, working out instead of sleeping in.
Short-term pain for long-term gain?
Exactly. Disciplined people sacrifice now for future benefits. Why do people lack discipline? Let's identify the real reasons.
Reason 1, we were never taught it.
Schools don't teach discipline. Parents might not either.
We expect it to appear naturally?
Yes, but discipline is a skill. It must be learned.
Reason 2?
Instant gratification culture. Instant gratification means immediate pleasure.
Everything is instant now?
Everything. Fast food, streaming, online shopping, instant messages.
We're trained to want things now.
Exactly. Waiting feels painful, but discipline requires waiting.
Reason 3?
We confuse discipline with punishment. Discipline sounds harsh,
To many people, yes. They think discipline means suffering.
but it's not.
Not at all. Discipline is freedom.
Freedom means liberation.
How is discipline freedom?
Discipline today creates choices tomorrow. Study today, choose careers tomorrow.
Lack of discipline limits freedom.
Massively. No discipline means no options later.
Reason 4, we don't connect actions to outcomes.
What do you mean?
We don't see how today's choices affect tomorrow's reality.
We live in the moment.
Exactly. I'll skip the gym today. We don't see the accumulated cost.
Reason 5, we lack a compelling reason. Compelling means powerfully motivating.
We don't know our why?
Exactly. Without a strong reason, discipline is impossible.
Let's learn strategies. Strategy 1?
Start impossibly small, so small you can't fail.
How small?
Ridiculously small, laughably small.
Examples?
Want to exercise? Start with 2 push-ups, not 20, 2.
That's too easy.
Exactly, that's the point. You remove all resistance.
More examples?
Want to read more? Read 1 page daily.
Want to meditate? Meditate for 1 minute.
Want to write? Write 1 sentence.
Why start so small?
Because starting is the hardest part. Once you start, you usually do more.
You plan 2 push-ups but do 10.
Happens constantly. But even if you only do 2, you win.
You built the habit?
Exactly. The habit is showing up, not the amount.
This removes pressure.
Completely. No pressure means no excuses.
What if people judge this approach?
Let them. You're building discipline while they're doing nothing.
Small, consistent action beats big, inconsistent action.
Always. 2 push-ups daily for a year beats 20 push-ups once.
How long do you stay small?
Until it becomes automatic. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 months.
Then increase?
Gradually, add 1 push-up per week. Slow growth is sustainable. Sustainable means able to continue long-term. Strategy 2, use the 5-second rule.
What's the 5-second rule?
When you need to do something, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then move.
Why does this work?
Because your brain can't argue in 5 seconds.
Our brain argues with us?
Constantly. I'm too tired, I'll do it later, it's too hard.
The 5-second rule interrupts this.
Exactly. You act before your brain can object.
Examples.
Alarm goes off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up. Don't think.
Need to study? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the book.
Need to exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put on shoes.
You're creating momentum.
Momentum means force of movement. Yes, action creates action.
What if I still don't feel like it after counting?
Move anyway. Discipline means acting despite feelings.
The 5-second rule is a mental trick?
A powerful mental trick. It bypasses your excuses.
Bypasses means goes around.
Right, you act before thinking.
This works for everything?
Everything. Difficult conversations, cold showers, making calls, anything you're avoiding.
What's the science behind it?
The gap between thinking and doing is where we lose. Counting closes the gap.
We overthink things.
Always. Overthinking kills action. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 stops overthinking. Time for our word tour. Let's learn discipline vocabulary.
Repeat after us.
First, discipline.
The practice of training yourself to obey rules and control your behavior.
Example, I use discipline to wake up early every day.
Say it, discipline.
Next, willpower.
The ability to resist short-term temptation for long-term goals.
Example, it took all my willpower to avoid eating cake.
Say it, willpower.
Next, self-control.
The ability to control your emotions and behavior.
Example, self-control helps me save money instead of spending.
Say it, self-control.
Next, procrastination.
Delaying or postponing tasks.
Example, I struggle with procrastination when studying.
Say it, procrastination.
Next, delayed gratification.
Choosing future rewards over immediate pleasure.
Example, delayed gratification means saving now to travel later.
Say it, delayed gratification.
Next, habit.
An action you do regularly without thinking.
Example, exercise has become my daily habit.
Say it, habit.
Next, consistency.
Doing something regularly over time.
Example, consistency in studying leads to fluency.
Say it, consistency.
Last one, accountability.
Being responsible for your actions.
Example, I need accountability to maintain my discipline.
Say it, accountability. Strategy 4. Establish non-negotiables.
Non-negotiables means things you must do, no exceptions.
Like rules for yourself?
Exactly. Absolute rules, no debate.
Examples.
I work out every morning, no matter what.
I study English for 30 minutes daily, no exceptions.
I'm in bed by 10 p.m. every night, period.
These are firm commitments?
Ironclad commitments. Ironclad means absolutely firm.
Why does this work?
Because decision-making drains energy. Non-negotiables remove decisions.
You don't decide each day?
Never. You already decided. Now you just execute.
Execute means carry out or do.
Right. No energy wasted on should I or shouldn't I.
How many non-negotiables should you have?
Start with 3 to 5. More overwhelms you.
What should they be?
Your highest priorities, things that move your life forward.
Health, learning, relationships?
Perfect examples.
What if something genuinely prevents you?
True emergencies are the only exceptions.
How do you define emergency?
Life-threatening situations, severe illness, family crisis.
Not I'm tired or I'm busy.
Never. Those are excuses, not emergencies.
How do you enforce non-negotiables?
Public commitment. Tell people, write them down, make them visible.
Accountability?
Yes, you don't want to break your word. Strategy 5. Design your environment for discipline.
Design your environment means arrange your surroundings.
Right. Your environment shapes your behavior.
How?
Make good behaviors easy and bad behaviors hard.
Examples.
Want to exercise? Sleep in workout clothes. Put shoes by the bed.
Want to eat healthy? Put fruit at eye level. Hide junk food.
Want to read more? Put book on your pillow. Put phone in another room.
You're creating friction for good habits.
Friction means resistance or difficulty, yes, and adding friction to bad habits.
More examples?
Want to stop wasting time on phone? Delete social media apps.
Want to save money? Don't carry credit cards.
Want to study? Create a dedicated study space.
Your space affects your mindset.
Hugely. Clean, organized space equals focused mind.
What about people?
Surround yourself with disciplined people.
You become like who you spend time with?
Absolutely. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with.
Discipline is contagious?
Contagious means spreads easily. Yes, hang around disciplined people, you become disciplined.
What if my family isn't disciplined?
Find a community online, forums, groups, accountability partners.
Create your own disciplined tribe?
Tribe means group with shared values. Exactly.
Let me share how I build discipline with waking up early.
You're an early riser now?
Every day, 5:30 a.m. But 2 years ago, I couldn't do it.
What happened?
I kept hitting snooze. Hitting snooze means postponing the alarm.
How many times?
5, 6, 7 times. I'd wake up at 8 a.m. feeling guilty.
So, what changed?
I realized motivation would never come. I'd never want to wake up early.
So?
I created a system. First, I started impossibly small.
How small?
I set my alarm 5 minutes earlier. Just 5 minutes.
That's all?
That's all. 5 minutes felt easy. After 1 week, I moved it to 7:50 a.m.
Gradual change?
Very gradual. Every week, 5 minutes earlier. No shock to my system.
What else did you do?
I used the 5-second rule. When the alarm rang, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move.
No thinking?
No thinking. Feet on the floor immediately.
What about environment?
I put my alarm across the room. I had to physically get up to turn it off.
You couldn't hit snooze from bed?
Impossible. Once I was standing, I was awake.
Brilliant.
I also prepared coffee the night before. The smell woke me up.
Multiple tactics?
Many tactics. I also made it non-negotiable. I wake at 5:30, no exceptions.
How long until it felt natural?
About 60 days. The first month was hard. The second month was easier. By month 3, it was automatic.
Now you don't need discipline?
The habit maintains itself, but discipline built the habit.
I'll share my battle with procrastination.
You procrastinated a lot?
Chronically. Chronically means persistently. Always. I'd avoid important tasks for weeks.
What tasks?
Writing, mostly. I wanted to create content, but always found excuses.
What excuses?
I'm not inspired. I don't have time. I'll do it tomorrow.
Classic procrastination.
Textbook case. Textbook case means perfect example.
What changed?
I realized waiting for inspiration was a trap. Inspiration follows action, not the other way around.
You have to start first?
Exactly. I created a rule. Write for 10 minutes daily, no matter how I feel.
Just 10 minutes?
Just 10. I used a timer. When it beeped, I could stop.
Did you always stop at 10?
Rarely. Usually, I'd write for 30 to 60 minutes. Starting was the barrier.
Once started, momentum carried you.
Always. But I gave myself permission to stop at 10.
That reduced pressure.
Eliminated pressure. I wasn't committing to hours, just 10 minutes.
What other strategies did you use?
I scheduled it. Same time every day. 9 a.m. I write.
Routine building?
Yes, my brain learned 9 a.m. equals writing time.
What about bad days?
I lowered the bar. On bad days, I wrote 1 paragraph, or even 1 sentence.
Something was better than nothing?
Always better. Even 1 sentence maintained the identity. I am a writer.
Identity-based discipline?
Exactly. Writers write, regardless of feelings.
How long until writing became natural?
Maybe 90 days. The first month was forced. The second month was easier. The third month felt normal. Now I write without thinking about it.
Discipline became habit.
Perfect transformation.
Strategy 5, use temptation bundling.
Temptation bundling means pairing something you should do with something you want to do.
Examples?
Only watch your favorite show while exercising.
Only listen to audiobooks while cleaning.
Only drink coffee after studying.
You make the fun thing contingent on the hard thing.
Contingent means dependent on. Yes, the reward comes only after effort.
Why does this work? Because you create positive association. The hard task becomes linked to pleasure.
Your brain learns exercise equals favorite show.
Exactly. Exercise becomes more appealing.
More examples?
Only call your best friend while walking.
Only eat at your favorite restaurant after finishing a project.
Only browse social media after completing your workout.
You're using temptation as fuel.
Perfect description. Temptation becomes the engine.
What if you cheat?
Then the system breaks. You must be honest with yourself.
Self-enforcement?
Critical. Discipline requires integrity.
Integrity means honesty with yourself.
Right. Keep your promises to yourself. Let's wrap up with final tips for building discipline.
Tip 1. Stop waiting to feel motivated.
Act first, motivation follows.
Tip 2. Start so small you can't fail.
Remove all barriers and excuses.
Tip 3. Use the 5-second rule.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move.
Tip 4. Make it non-negotiable.
Decide once, execute forever.
Tip 5. Design your environment.
Make good choices easy, bad choices hard.
Tip 6. Track your progress visually.
See your wins accumulate.
Tip 7. Remember discipline is freedom.
Discipline today creates choices tomorrow.
All right, everyone, we've taught you how to build discipline without motivation.
Real strategies, real stories, real transformation.
Jack built the early morning habit.
Sarah conquered procrastination.
We both learned discipline beats motivation.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe to this 7 podcast.
Like this video, share it with people who struggle with discipline.
Comment below, what's one thing you'll start doing today?
What discipline are you building?
Remember, motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision.
Feelings change, decisions stick.
In English, we say, discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most.
Meaning, sacrifice immediate pleasure for long-term goals.
The pain of discipline is lighter than the pain of regret.
Choose discipline. Your future self will thank you.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll see you in the next episode of the 7 Podcast.
Now go build some discipline.
Start today, start small, but start.
Perfect advice. Bye, everyone.
Bye.